and welcome to a Musician Reacts reaction. Now, there's going to be a few of you out there going, hang on, I swear I've seen you on another channel. Yes, you were right. I do also have Dave Does channel. And that's where you'll have most likely seen me do reactions to Alip before. But this is my other channel, Musicians React, and we're going to be checking this one out here. So, Musician React is more about a bit more of a rather than just being quite top-lonely, like just feeling the vibe. It's more about trying to understand a little bit more about from a musical point of view, the song. 6 rules for me on this channel as far as when we're doing reactions. They are as they're going to come across the screen, but remember, we don't pause and we don't talk over the video. We listen and we observe. We don't react to something we've already heard of, unless it's like this, where it's a cover of another song, and we're looking at the different techniques or the different interpretation of the song. I say a lot, by the way. What are the other things we're going to cover off in there? It'll be honest feedback. If I don't like it, I'll tell you I don't like it. I must give reasons why I don't like something. I won't talk about technical stuff that I don't actually know, so you won't talk about like it's a quad octave higher if I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm not going to bullshit. I don't make stuff up. I'll only talk about stuff I actually know something about. And there's a host of other stuff. No clickbaiting, no sensationalizations. I hate all that crap. It'll just be honest feedback on what I think of the song, but we're going to go check this out now. Remember, if you like this video, please do subscribe and click the bell icon to get notifications. Hotel California, Alip. 3, 2, 1, go! nice. That was Alip and Hotel California. I really like that little bit at the end where he just kind of goes just like, crazy. It's so nice because actually with Alip and his reactions, or the reaction to him, I've always said that it sometimes feels that he's a little bit soulless and he just lacks to show any emotion or anything. There was a nice to see a little bit of humour there. As far as his playing, beautiful as always. Things to pick out on there for me. So I know the song reasonably well, not massively. I had to kind of play myself the original just to kind of remind myself of it. I think most people remember mainly the vocal line and the chorus line. So I was just trying to remind myself about the different elements of the song. And it's actually, I'm glad I did, because it explains a few things about what Alip was doing during this video. So he's got a very flamenco style of playing in his guitar playing in this particular one. I really love the starting intro piece that he was doing. It's very different to what he plays on the original song. So it's great because it was a kind of a little bit of his own style, his own interpretation of the song. His playing is very loose on this one. So this the song has a loose feel to it, but it's very tempo controlled. So his tempo control was a little bit up and down. Makes it a little bit more challenging when you're kind of trying to work out a collaboration and like a jam on this. But it's fine. It's doable. But he's a little bit looser, and there's a reason behind that. Normally with him when he's playing, he uses his little pinky for tempo, like boom, and he uses his thumb occasionally for scratching top string. Because of the amount of melody that was involved in the song, he couldn't keep that tempo going. At certain points he went back to it and he kept get the drum going. He was using the bass or the bottom of the acoustic for sort of like almost like a kick drum sound, and then using the little finger for the snare. But he couldn't do it all the way through because of the amount of melody. And another reason behind that is this song has a very detailed, it's a very bass-driven song, and there's also a consistent lead guitar line. So you've got a lead guitar line, a melody line, and a bass line constantly playing. He's trying to play all those parts, which meant he had to drop something. He wouldn't have been able to play the drum pattern at the same time as playing everything else that he was trying to do. And that does mean that his tempo control does go up and down slightly, but nothing massively. It just means it's a little bit, you've got to kind of flow with him by ear rather than kind of a guess. You're almost kind of just listening out for him for when he changes versus keeping a tempo. If you try and keep a tempo when you're trying to do a collaboration on something like this, you'll find that you're actually too fast or too slow behind him. So it should be interesting if you guys want me to do a collaboration on this one. You'll need to let me know in the comments. Collaborations will always appear on the Dave Does channel rather than the Musician React channel. Musician Reacts will be purely for reaction feedback only. But I really liked his technique on the song. I was surprised it was as long as it was. Because I know with Alip he doesn't do lots of verse, chorus sort of structure. He'll do the verse, do the chorus, maybe do a second verse, chorus, and then do the middle, but then won't go back and do the verse and the chorus again because there's no point. He's already shown you how that plays. So I was surprised, but it's almost a 5-minute song from that point of view, that he kept as much in as he did. But I'm glad he does because it makes it all the more fun for doing future collaborations. But very well done, very nicely played, and I love the humour at the end of the video that he did. Just keeps me laughing on that one. So if you like this video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share, and that is how a musician reacts.